everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new over here, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Esha, and on this channel I share videos based on my experience and learnings on personal development, self-growth, life skills and everything that can help you to live a more productive and meaningful life. Apart from being a YouTuber, I am also doing my PhD. I am in the final year of my PhD program and doing research talking about rules and principles that run the world is a part of my work, and I find it to be very exciting. So for this video, I thought I will combine the YouTuber in me along with the researcher in me and talk about all the productivity rules, the best ones that can help you to live the most productive life. So the first rule that I'm going to talk about is called the rule of 3, and this is something that you need to keep in mind while making your to-do list. This rule simply says that while making your to-do list, write down the 3 things that you want to achieve in that day and prioritize them throughout the day. Because often the overachievers in us crowd our to-do list with a lot of tasks, and then by the end of the day we feel too tired or extremely overwhelmed because at times it's simply not possible to complete 5 or 10 different tasks. The rule of 3 actually helps us to set an intention for the day, makes us remember what the most important tasks are and make sure that we fulfill them. If you follow this rule, you will achieve a lot every single day without feeling too tired or too overwhelmed. The second rule that I am going to talk about is more of a habit, and it is the habit of doing deep work. Now you have selected the top 3 tasks for the day following the rule of 3, and now you have to get them done, and you can do that by doing deep work. Deep work is all about working for a prolonged period of time, putting in your complete concentration. When you do this, you are entirely focused and entirely present at doing your work. You essentially eliminate all the distractions and all the shallow works that you keep doing in between your important tasks that kind of drains you out and also compromise with the quality of work that you are doing. Once you develop the habit of deep work, it improves your cognitive abilities of thinking, remembering, reasoning and all of that. But doing deep work is not easy. You slowly need to develop this skill. You slowly need to develop your concentration, and you slowly need to train your brain to stay focused for a period of 90 minutes or more. And to do that, the third rule of productivity really helps a lot. So the third rule is a time management method which is called the Pomodoro technique, and according to this method you need to break down each task into intervals. Whenever you start working on a certain project, set a timer of 25 minutes, and after 25 minutes take a break of 5 to 10 minutes and then again get back to work for another 25 minutes. Now think of it very logically. When you start working on a project, and if you are working on it for 1 hour, 2 hours or even more than that, your energy level starts going down gradually, right? But if you work for 25 minutes and then take a break of 5 to 10 minutes, when you come back you feel very relaxed, very refreshed, and you can focus better on the task. Also, this idea of a 5 to 10 minutes break acts like a reward mechanism, because you know that a break session is waiting for you at the end of the 25 minutes, and that's why for those 25 minutes you stay absolutely focused, and gradually you can increase these 25 minutes into 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, and slowly you can develop the habit of doing deep work. The fourth rule that I am going to talk about is called time blocking. According to this productivity technique, you break down your entire routine into small time controlled units, and you provide each of your daily tasks with some fixed amount of time. Now this is very important, because if you don't do it, all your tasks or work will kind of expand and take up all the free time that you have. So one task that you could easily complete within an hour will probably take up more than 2 hours. So it's extremely important to assign a certain amount of time for each of these tasks, because this compels you to finish that task within that amount of time. You kind of get a little competitive with yourself. You tell yourself that you will have to complete the task within the given period of time, and this also helps you to work with more concentration and stay more focused. The fifth one is called the 2 minutes rule. This is all about getting those small tasks done that we keep procrastinating about, and in my opinion this is the smartest productivity rule. So what does it say? All the small tasks that you have in your to-do list that won't take up more than 2 minutes of your time, do them immediately. We all have these small tasks that we keep remembering throughout the day: writing a mail, folding the clothes, putting the books away. But maybe because these are extremely small tasks, we kind of feel lazy about doing them. And after a period of time, they keep piling up, and then we feel very overwhelmed and even lazier to do those things, right? So whenever you remember these tasks, do them immediately, because number one, it won't take up more than 2 minutes of your time. Number two, you will be done with them, and this will give you a sense of accomplishment. You will kind of feel motivated to do the more important tasks. And finally, when you are doing the more important tasks, these small things won't distract you or disturb you. So that's a total win-win situation, right? The sixth rule states that the first thing that you need to do in the morning is eating the frog. Now, I don't know why or how the term eating the frog was coined. Maybe it came because eating a frog, a live frog, is extremely difficult, but that is what this rule is all about. It says that do the most important task, the most difficult task, as the first thing in the morning. Once you do it, there's no chance of you procrastinating about it, delaying it, or pushing it to the next day. And also, once it's done, you get that sense of accomplishment and your day is sorted. Now, there are times when you cannot do the most important task as the first thing in the morning, right? Like for example, today this task, shooting this video, was the most important task for me, but I could not do it in the morning because there's a lot of sound around me and I know I have to do it late in the night. But to make sure that I don't procrastinate about it, I don't delay it, the first thing that I do in the morning is writing down when I am going to shoot this video, what are the things that I'm going to say, and I make a plan so that throughout the day I remember that the most important task is waiting, and in the night when I'm finally ready to shoot the video or do the most important task, I'm completely mentally prepared. But for you, if it's possible, make sure that you are doing the most important thing as the first thing in the morning, and that's going to change your game forever. The next one is called the Pareto principle, and in my opinion this helps you to save a lot of time and get a lot of work done. So according to this principle, 80% of your output comes from 20% of your effort or input. Let me simplify this. Maybe you are working on a project for 10 hours every day. Now if you analyze, you will probably just see that the work that you are doing in the last 2 hours is giving you 80% of the results that you are getting. Once you identify what you are doing in the last 2 hours, you can start doing that in the first 8 hours too. So this can maximize the result that you are getting, and also probably you won't even have to work for 10 hours. You can just work for 4 hours and get done with the project. This rule actually helps you to find out what's more valuable for you, what's more meaningful for you, and helps you to prioritize everything that's more meaningful. And in this way, you can get a lot of things done in the minimum amount of time. The next one is called task batching. It's all about clubbing some low value tasks together and getting all of them done in one go. So in the morning when you are checking your mails, make sure that you also write a few mails and you also do a few other things that you need to do on your laptop. When you are preparing your breakfast in the morning, you can also prepare for your lunch and dinner. When you do these things, you eliminate the chance of you jumping from one work to another, and you also minimize your distractions. Let's talk about the rule of single tasking, which is the exact opposite of multitasking, which is also the biggest killer of productivity. A lot of us often multitask thinking that we are saving a lot of time and we are getting a lot of things done, but actually what we are doing is continuously shifting our focus from one work to another. We are continuously getting distracted, so our quality of work is diminished, and maybe after some time we realize that none of the work is complete and the net result is zero. Also, when we multitask, we kind of get extremely stressed, and as a result, the quality of work is very bad. So instead of multitasking, it's always a great idea to do one task at a time. Single tasking helps you to put your entire focus into one task, and once that's complete, you can go ahead and work on some other project. The last rule is called productivity journaling. This is something that I personally enjoy doing. I find it to be extremely therapeutic, and if you love writing, you will probably also enjoy this a lot. Now, the journey of productivity can get a little overwhelming at times because you are continuously in competition with yourself and you are continuously comparing yourself with others. When you write things down in a journal, it helps you to clear your mind and also makes you calm. So when you have a productivity journal, you write down your goals in that journal and write down everything that you are doing to achieve those goals. You write down your failures, you write down your achievements, you write down things that are working for you and things that are not working for you, and you do this in a day-to-day basis. Now after a week or a month, you go through this journal and you kind of evaluate yourself, and you will find out things that are working the best for you, and then you can curate the perfect productivity routine for yourself. So all the rules that I mentioned in this video, you can try them out in your own productivity journey, and this journal will help you to identify what works for you and how you can modify it to make it best suited for you. That is the idea of having a productivity journal, and give it a try. I'm sure it will help you out and enhance your productivity a lot. So these are all the productivity techniques that I wanted to discuss with you guys. I think the bottom line for all these rules is the same. Work smart, not hard. Find the most important task for yourself, prioritize it, and work on it by eliminating all the distraction. This will enhance your productivity and help you to get everything done within time. So that's all for this video, guys. Do let me know which one rule or technique works the best for you, or if there is something else that is working for you. I would love to know about that, and I will be back with another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye bye.